It is Marvel Contest of Champions news for Monday, the 23rd of April 2018. Hopefully your week has started quite well. Mine's been alright. I'm preparing a lot of content for the channel due to a few kind of personal commitments. So yeah, expect a lot of things this week. It's going to be incredibly busy on my channel. But we've got some news that we've got to cover. Yeah, a lot goes down in 24 hours and a lot of things that need re-reminding for the community and helpful information. So without further ado, let's get into the news. Our first bit of news is a friendly little reminder to say that yes, guys, that we have got just over 7 days before we can actually kind of complete this. So if you haven't completed your beginner, your normal and your heroic with regards to the current event quest, then please do so. Obviously just completion would be fine, and it means obviously you can claim your points at Marvel Insider. And obviously with the event that we've got on, rifts are kind of important, so you will end up having to do rifts. I know that I think that I've just got to do I've got 100% beginner and I get to go through the chain and do one more master. Actually 2 more masters. I've just completed uncollected difficulty. Oh, that uncollected gilly though. Next up, this particular profile is causing quite the stir in different areas of the community pages as well as Twitter, as well as a little bit on Reddit. A lot of people are questioning whether or not this particular person should have the amount of 5 stars at rank 5. Now, there's a lot of speculation, people saying, hey, will this particular person kind of scale back down and went from a very hard-hitting alliance at, say, master level to then dropping down to, which seems to be like a gold 1 at the moment. Yeah, very questionable. Some people are saying as well that it could be based on a path kind of exploit that was in Act 5.4, and again, like, very sketchy with regards to information on this. Either way, if it's a hack, then it is very disappointing to see. At the same time, if it's someone that maybe kind of decided, hey, I don't want to be so competitive anymore and kind of drop down, maybe someone that's got a bit more kind of like change to boot with regards to stuff, a bit more spent with regards to glory. Again, there's so many different theories out there with regards to why this is like it is. I'm sure obviously in the future we'll find out a bit more, but I don't think people, I think people will kind of like want to go, hey, about the hack, and if it is a hack, get them out of the contest because it's unfair. But obviously we'll wait until we actually hear what this account is all about. Next up is your arena cutoffs from the weekend. Man, round 1. I don't really know what to make of this because it just blew everything right out of proportion. I didn't think that Hyperion at 5-star would go for 39 million, especially after we had that very questionable round 2 with regards to Proxima Midnight. That 16 mil is still baffled me even now. But looking over to the 4-star version, we've got a 7 mil for Hyperion. Again, didn't expect that. I thought it would be a little bit less, but I guess from a usage point of view, people are kind of looking to use him a bit more. Maybe not a lot of people actually had him. I know that I've got an unawakened version. Maybe I'll kind of grind out and look for putting in about 7.5 to 8 mil for him when it comes to this actual time frame that we're in for this midweek. I just don't know. There's other commitments that I've gone at the moment. I think everybody's in the same boat. Next up, we've got Mephisto. Mephisto going for the score that he did. Yeah, a little bit unsure about this. I didn't think that he would, again, like go for quite so much. I thought it was a lot less. With regards to like usage and potential in different places, from a lower level, I think, yeah, definitely with regards to things like Alliance Wars with defense. From an attacking point of view, not too certain with this. I would like to kind of experiment with mine, which is Awakened, I think up to level 60 a bit more, and get a feel for him and kind of go, well, could I use him in other areas? I do like the way that he interacts with things with regards to power gaining, the little bit of regeneration that he gets, as well as incineration, which is fantastic and can be quite helpful when it comes to vanquishing blows if we've got stuff with regards to detrimental effects or anything like that, you know, that I can use and incinerate with or require it, then obviously he is there for it. Next up, and we touched on briefly with regards to these Google Play cards, there's a link on this particular video's description. If you go to it, it will take you to it. We covered it for the British people, like the United Kingdom. We only had a very short space of time to kind of get these Google Play cards that would give us in-game items, and like I just don't know what the point was, because it was like it was out and then it was, I think we had like 10 days, and then it was just like when everybody knew about it, it's then gone. And Kabam have now decided they're going to put out an advertisement video where most of the other countries are not represented. Obviously, if you're living in the US, and I think it's largely the US are well supported with regards to these Google Play cards, but any other country, you're going to have to check the forum link. Obviously, if you go to the news section of MarvelContestChampions.com or PlayContestChampions.com, richtheman.com. You'll find all the information for different countries, and if you want to get it, you can. If you obviously you don't have to get it, but yeah, kind of weird that this kind of advertisement will go out now, probably about 10 to 15 days later than it should have really gone out. Next up, Kabam have put out a very kind of short and very well concise video all about Trials of the Mad Titan. So this is obviously the next month thing. This is the May event, which is going to be very darn busy, and it's going to be similar to Trials of the King. And obviously, if you remember that event back in February, that wasn't actually too bad. I actually quite enjoyed that with regards to collection of certain like helpful stuff towards my account. So yeah, really excited for this. I think this is good. Rifts have been really annoying based on energy spend and have frustrated me a lot, especially with the guillotine being such a pain in the butt, and sometimes with regards to like intercepts and things, and having to play a bit more cautiously than I usually do. Either way, it's all gravy, it's all good. There's another event next month. So yep, we're gonna now go in greater detail into the event. So similar to all the different Trials of the King, obviously with Trials of the Infinite, and that was kind of the end thing on a Sunday. The kind of game has changed somewhat in that this is focused on Infinity Stones. It's Kabam's version of Infinity Stones, if I'm right on the subject, because they had some kind of like crazy ideas with different stones. So it's not what's in the film, it's what they make it themselves. A lot of things seem to be kicking off on the 25th of April, so do look out for that. So it's going to be a very exciting time to kind of get your idea of what we're doing for the month and kind of build us up around this kind of Infinity Wars type vibe. I think it'd be very silly if they decided to release stuff after Infinity Wars has been released in cinemas, because then it just loses that kind of vibe and that kind of traction that they could have as a game. Each day is going to see a different type of buff, and it's all about diversification of your roster. So certain champions will be good for different days, power gain champions, and obviously power locking, defensive abilities. Maybe you could just use your detrimental effects and debuff effects, like your poisons, your bleeds, your incinerates, with regards to taking a damage down, obviously would be negated by things like having a high defense. Transformational things, you know, there's so many different kind of random buffs here, and I think I'll cover this in a video just saying, well, what is best for different kind of occasions. But either way, I think you can use your thought processes wisely. The ones I've just mentioned, as well, like regeneration champions one time, regeneration reversal champions the other time. So if you've got people that are like high regeners, then putting off something or kind of nullifying effects, that could be incredibly helpful as well with the likes of your magic, your even like your buff stealing with Loki. There's so many kind of different angles you can take with this, and like I said, I'll probably do a future video and kind of outline a load of different champions for different reasons that could be really helpful for you in this game mode. And your 7th day, which is obviously the Trials of the Infinite type thing that's in this time, the Mad Titan version, is Trials of the Omniscience. Omniscience? Ah, I have struggled to say this word in any case, so great. An event where there's a word that I have struggled to pronounce. Omniscience, omniscience, omniscience. Hopefully that's right. Like the Trials of the King, there are going to be boosts. There's going to be 6 boosts. So it's Evanescence. Evanescence? I was trying to be funny. I wasn't. Anyway, just all the thing to really say is use all your boosts on that final day. That 7th day, use all your boosts. People forgot last time. Use all your boosts. It's really important. Go into that game mode, which is harder. Use all your boosts. The champion breakdown with regards to who you're going to be facing off against can be found in the link in the description. Strongest just going and taking a look. There's loads of different champions in there, especially on some... Well, there's some nice things. There's some things that don't look particularly good. There's an Ant-Man with expanded or kind of extended abilities or enhanced abilities even. Don't know what that's going to be like. Either way, I'm sure there's going to be a few others that are going to tick people off. So we'll wait and see how this kind of plays out. And finally, the reward side of things breaks down a little bit the same as they did with the Trials of the King. So there's nothing really kind of to say hey or nay. It's just, well, hey, it's the same as the previous one, so I guess that's alright. And that concludes Marvel Contest of Champions news for the 23rd of April 2018. Keep locked to the channel because there's a lot of stuff happening this week, especially with the release of the Infinity Wars film. That is going to be amazing. I'm trying to position myself close to a cinema so I can actually kind of get to see it. Lots of personal commitments, but I am promising that on Thursday you're going to see the release of Contest of Memes 3. So that's going to be cool. Look forward to that, as well as first 6-star opening. I've decided to get just opened one up because I had to. I just had to. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I've been RichTheMan. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more, and I shall catch you on the flip side. Bye bye for now.